Vaginas are absolute magic, and Ollie is here to give them the respect they deserve. That means shame-free supplements made with clinically studied ingredients to keep your pH in check and your pleasure a priority. Put yourself on top. Go to Ollie.com today. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm going to try to squeeze in both of the episodes that I want to record. But it's funny because I was recording an episode talking on catfishing. And then I started talking on, during one of the takes, I started talking on, when somebody tells you you're too nice and that's why they can't be with you. So that's what this episode is going to be. And then the next episode is going to be about catfishing. But I needed to talk about this because I've had this been said to me. I have seen others where they've had it been said to them. And I'm like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. How does one be too nice? Because overall, I'm like, well, that's if, alright, so here's the thing. Just to overall explain it to people. If I like a girl, if I am in love with the girl, if I want to, grow old, get married, have kids, have a family, overall, have family pets, buy a house with, I am thinking of the future, right? I am doing everything possible to give her those hints that, hey, I'm with the situation between the both. Okay, I wouldn't overall say something like that, but overall, I feel like, giving off those hints of hey, I like you and things I don't get, because that's the thing where I'm I don't get what else am I supposed to do? Because honestly, if you sit down and think about every aspect of life, where it's if you're trying to get a promotion, you're not going to show up late a couple of days thinking that, oh, I'm still going to get... No, you're going to be showing up early. You're going to be putting in hard work. You're going to be, getting the boss their favorite drinks and things. You're going to be getting them, if they're in the video games, you might possibly get them their favorite video game. Honestly, for me to do some stuff like that, I'm fam, I really need a promotion at that job if I'm going out and because video games now, they are up the prices and stuff. Their video games are $69.99 now. And I'm fam, when I was in elementary, video games was $49.99 or $19.99. Now they're just priced at so many different prices. And I'm I don't get that, bruh. But anyways, but no, getting back on this you're too nice topic and stuff. If a boss, so how would that sound, right? If you did all of these things, you got them their favorite video game, you got them their favorite drink, you got them all these different things, right? And then you start doing or it's not even that. You're just overall doing the work stuff. You're putting in more work than everybody else. You're showing up early. You're leaving late. You're helping out everybody. You're doing all these different things possible to get that promotion, and the boss is I'm sorry, I can't give you this promotion. You're too much of a hard worker. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Isn't that what you want? Hold on. Hold on. Time out. Penalty on the play. 10-yard penalty. We're going to have to bring this one back, okay? I'm confused by what you want me to do. You want me to be an average worker and that's how they get a promotion? I can't be above average. I know if I'm below average, I'm definitely not going to get the promotion, so I got to be smack dead in the middle. I got to show up on time, do the balanced amount of work, and then that's it. No. My thing is this, I'm if I put in all this work just for you to tell me no, I'm fam, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I am putting in my 2 weeks. And I'm and I honestly think that that's how it should be with a lot of things. If a girl or guy tells you you're too nice, fam, you gotta give them a 2-week notice. I'm sorry, but I can't do this no more. I don't get that. And I know people gonna be all well, that's rude to stop being too nice to them. Fam, they just said, because my thing is this. If you're attracted to somebody and they tell you something that they don't like, you're not going to do that. So I would assume that me being too nice, they don't like that. They're not with that. Cause no, like I remember the last girl that I really had some feelings for. She told me that, and she was just like, she said, well, I don't think she said she was like, you're too good for me. I feel like that. She said some stuff, and I'm like, fam, what? I'm like, hold on, time out. No. I'm not hearing this right now. How is it that a person is too good? You will want that, correct? I'm saying, like, if a person, like, because I don't know, my thing is this. I know people will probably ask me, like, well, what would I do in that situation? I would try to match that same energy. I'm not going to, my thing is this. If a girl is like, let's say, like, putting myself in them shoes, right? Where it's like, I'm seeing a girl and she's being like mad nice to me. Like, she's being way too nice to me, all right? Or too nice to me, whatever whatever the title of this podcast episode is going to be. But she's being too nice to me, right? I'm gonna try to match that energy. Like that's overall what I and no, I remember there was a girl where it's like she's like mad successful, but at one point in time, like she had liked me. And I'm like, I highly doubt them feelings are still there and things, because I'm like, it was a while ago, but like she's a mad successful woman. It's like one of the most successful people I think I've talked to, and my thing is this, like, if I did have feelings for her, I would definitely try to, like, match that same energy that she was, that she shows off and stuff. Because I'm like, and the thing is like, I know she would probably ask me, like, well, what kind of energy? But I'm all like, just overall, like, that, like, well, because I don't know, like, I'm not trying to be that guy where it's like, oh, like women like dudes with money. I mean, honestly, you want a dude that can, like, pay for his own things. Like, he ain't giving you, like, the mom and son treatment. But, like, my thing is, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's that I'm, like, too competitive. I wouldn't even say I'm too competitive, because I'm, like, I'm trying to match the energy. But, like, a part of me is, like, if she gives me, let me think of something. Like, if she gives me freaking, let's say, shoelaces, I gotta give her, like, what can compare to, like, shoelaces, or what's, like, a step above shoelaces, but for a woman. Like, I gotta think of, like, I don't know, okay, so, like, right above the shoelaces, pants. I probably would go and be all like, oh, she pointed out those pants in the store, or I thought, like, maybe she would like these pants because they went with, whatever jacket I seen her wearing. There you go. You got to use some Adidas sweatpants. Adidas sweatpants are freaking goated, all right? No, I would get a girl some Adidas sweatpants, because I'm like, they got zip-up pockets. I'm like, you cannot go wrong with zip-up pockets. You don't ever have to, you can put things in there, zip them pockets up. You will never lose nothing. I feel like that's pretty nice. I feel like that's a step, like, I'm being petty, but in a positive way, if that makes sense. So that, I guess, like, that's what I would do. But overall, like, I'm letting her know, like, hey, that same energy you got from me is the same energy I got for you. But I don't think I can bring it to myself to tell her that you're too nice to me, so therefore it won't work. What? I'm like, because my thing is this. I'm like, well, do you want me to be abusive? I'm definitely not going to be that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you want me to call you names? I'm like, I'll probably call you, like, some, like, funny names, but, like, I ain't going to call you, like, out your name. There's a difference between that. Like, I'm going to say that you look like Beast from Beauty of the Beast, but I'm like, or Beauty and the Beast, but I'm not gonna call you ugly. I'm gonna say something funny that, like, me and you can, like, bounce off of and stuff, like we just have, but it has to be, like, that matching, like, sense of humor and stuff. But if I, like, my thing is this, if I detect no sense of humor, it's like, okay, well, then I gotta, like, step up and, show off my sense of humor and things, whether I'm, doing whatever and stuff. But I'm saying it's like, it's stuff like that where I don't get that. I don't understand that. How does one be too nice to, because I honestly, I might post about that on social media. It's like, what does it mean when a person tells you that you're too nice? Because I guess I just need to know it from another person's, like, mind or perspective. Because I could be thinking one thing, but another thing can be, like, being completely thought of, like, differently and stuff. And I'm like, fam, like, I guess I would just have to hear it from a person that's, like, told somebody that you're too nice. Because I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, what is that, like, how is that like, a bad thing, or is that, like, a good thing? Because I'm like, when you hear things like that, you're viewing it as it's like it's something bad. So obviously it's like now you gotta be like this bad boy, and you doing like the dumb movie stuff where it's like, oh, I gotta go out and but in a like more realistic term, I gotta go and get like a DUI charge, or I gotta get pulled over by the cops and post about it on social media. Like I feel like that's like in today's world, in today's society. But I'm like, that's stupid. I'm like, I'm not gonna go out of my way and permanently tarnish my life to impress you. I'm like, fam, you either take me or not. But I'm like, I ain't gonna be doing no bad boy stuff, because eventually it's gonna lead to me being in prison. Do you really want to talk to TMossBoss while he's in prison? I am not gonna be thinking straight. I'm not gonna be in the right mind. I'm gonna be so crazy and out of it to the point where now they're switching me to an insane asylum. So now I'm sitting in there seeing all these like wild activities happening around me, and then I'm being wild myself. Do you really want to visit me in a point in time like that? And then it might lead to a point where I get 3 strikes in that insane asylum, so now they have me in the straitjacket. So now you then came and visited me in the straight. I don't even know where I'm honestly going with this. I'm like, I just want to overall like show people. I'm like, that's it. It could have kept going, okay? Like it could have kept going, but maybe if I do a part 2, I'll continue off. Okay, I left off at straitjacket. There's definitely some other things that can happen after the straitjacket. I'm like, watch the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because I'm like, I think that's where my life would be at. Like as soon as the movie start, that's where it like where it ended with this story, this fictional story that's going on in this podcast episode. But anyways, like back on subject, I'm gonna post about it on Twitter real quick. I'm like, what does it mean when somebody tells you that you're too nice? Because I'm very confused by that. What does it mean when a person tells you, quotations, you're too... I almost put the 2 where it's like just 1 0 and or 1 0 and not 2 O's. Is it? Oh no, 0 is like 0. Okay, it's a number, because I'd say I was like I'm not fully there like education wise. I'll say a 0. I mean O, or like just whatever in things. But anyways, you're too nice on the quotations. Okay, with a few question marks. All right. And we're gonna leave it at that, because nah, man, it's like I'm so confused by it. I'm very, very confused by it. I'm like, it's something that I've never understood. It's like I've had it been said to me like I think once in my whole life, and that was with that whole situation that went down a couple of years ago. And I remember that was like one of the things that she told me. It was like I was either too nice or that I was too good for her, or something like that. And I was like, fam, I don't get that. And I'm like, and then like a part of me is thinking like it has to be like an attraction thing, like I'm unattractive or something. Like, cause no, here's the thing, cause it's like in a situation like that, all you're doing, like, to people that say that to people, all you are doing to that person is having them go on a like overthinking binge for like a long time. Like they're gonna be thinking about that. That situation happened 2 years ago. I'm still thinking about that till this day. And I'm like, fam, what did I do wrong? Being nice is wrong? Cause no, I'm like, that's something where it's like, now I'm kind of curious on what is your like taste in men, or like just taste in people, like for anybody and stuff. But like, what is your taste? Because stuff like that, I'm like, no, man, like I'm confused. Like that leaves me in a confusion. I'm like, I don't get how I can be something else, like average. Like what is average? Cause I'm like, no, my thing is this. I know people will probably ask me like, well, what do I see in a woman? And I'm like, to be as honest as I possibly can be, and to tell y'all like what I'm into: a woman that is supportive, a woman that allows me to support her back. Communication is key. We can sit down and talk about whatever, okay? I'm saying it's like, but overall, it's like we're matching that same energy. But now it's like I find myself where it's like if I really don't see nothing like going on, then like fam, like I just abandon ship. I leave the situation alone because I'm like, well, I'm not trying to be in the situation like how I was 2 years ago where I'm chasing somebody for like 3 years just to find out it's like, oh yeah, by the way, not into you. You're too nice. You're too good for me. Therefore, I can't be with you. I'm confused by that one. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm hoping somebody responds to it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, like, make videos. I probably should make a video, like, asking people about it, too. Like, what does that overall mean? Because I'm confused by it. Like, I don't know what to say about it. I said what I need to say from my perspective, but I guess from another person's perspective that said that to people, I'm like, I'm very confused. Maybe I should go on Ask Reddit. Ooh, bro, I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's gonna, okay, because I've never asked a question on Ask Reddit before, so it might have been a question that's like been asked on there and stuff, so hold on for a second. What does it mean when someone that you're attracted to tells you that quotations you're too nice on the quotations with some question marks? Next, no spoilers. So yeah, we gonna leave it at that. View the post. Okay, that was my first ever question asked on Ask Reddit. I'm curious to see what people will say. And then I think I'll probably will do like a podcast. If I get like a lot of responses, I'll probably do like a podcast episode, another one or a video, or probably both. But I am going to do a video talking on it and stuff, but yeah, man, I'm confused by it. I need answers. I need answers because I'm like, that's a part of my life that I don't think I will ever understand. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and it will knock $20 off of your first purchase. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.